So, like an idiot, I left the door to the back of the car open all night. And of course, it was cold and rainy and snowy. As a result, well, anyway, I came out and I shut the door. It was hard to close. And apparently the battery had worn down during the course of the night. So when we tried to start it, it wouldn't start. Finally got the car started, everything was fine. And then the door would not open. Right? Doesn't open. If you press and hold it long enough, it'll open. There we go. All right, so now I can open the door. Problem now is that if I do this, it'll open, which is great, but it only goes that far. Conk. Normally, it would go to here, and the memory is off, so we've turned off the memory function. It's very clear that the encoder that's up inside of this, up in here, is, or on this side, I think it's that one, because this one has the wire in it, is measuring incorrectly. So when I try to close the door, there you go, look at that. Everything's fine until it gets to the bottom and then clonk. So it thinks it's still open. Now, if you look on the dashboard light is not on. Therefore, the dashboard thinks it's closed, but the gate itself thinks it's on. So what we're going to do is we are going to disconnect the battery and reboot the car. Disconnecting the terminals can be a little bit hazardous, so you have to be careful. I have ensured that I'm not touching any of the metal components or grounding this positive terminal to the frame of the car, because that would cause welding. In fact, what I probably should have done, if I had been smarter, would be to disconnect the negative terminal first. And that way, because right now, if I were to ground this to the terminal, like to the body of the car, it's okay because it's connected to the body of the car. So let's do that first. Get that nice and loose. And then we can remove the negative post. So the car is now dead, right? There's no, well, it's not off of there, but there should be no way for electricity to be powering any part of the car. And we can go test that right now by going to see if we can see any activity in the car. Right here now, it's all DED dead. So everything is off. There's no lights, no nothing, which is cool. So we're gonna let that sit there for a minute or two, and then we'll put it all back together and see if that resets the detector. All right, so I have now reattached the battery, and we will see if the door will open. Let's go find out. There you go. Look at that, chicken fat. All right, will it close properly? And that, my friends, as Car Talk would say, is a perfect repair.